Genesis 25. Abraham took another wife, whose name was Keturah. She bore him Zimran, Jokshan, Medan, Midan, Ishbak, and Shua. Jokshan fathered Sheba and Dedan. The sons of Dedan were Ashurim, Letushim, and Lumim. The sons of Midan were Ephah, Epher, Hanok, Abida, and Eldah. All these were the children of Keturah. Abraham gave all he had to Isaac. But to the sons of his concubines, Abraham gave gifts, and while he was still living, he sent them away from his son Isaac, eastward toward the east country. Verse 6 regards Keturah as a concubine similar to Hagar. 1 Chronicles 132 also lists Keturah as a concubine. Abraham honors and sets Isaac apart as his chosen heir. These are the days of the years of Abraham's life, 175 years. Abraham breathed his last and died in a good old age, an old man full of years, and was gathered to his people. Isaac and Ishmael, his sons, buried him in the cave of Machpelah, in the field of Ephron, the son of Zor, the Hittite, east of Mamre, the field that Abraham purchased from the Hittites. There Abraham was buried with Sarah his wife. After the death of Abraham, God blessed Isaac his son, and Isaac settled at Beer-lahai-roi. Abraham is buried alongside Sarah in the land he purchased in chapter 23. Isaac and Ishmael bury their father together. These are the generations of Ishmael, Abraham's son, whom Hagar the Egyptian, Sarah's servant, bore to Abraham. These are their names of the sons of Ishmael, named in order of their birth. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael, and Keturah, Abdeel, Midsam, Mishma, Duma, Mesa, Hadad, Tema, Keturah, Naphish, and Kedemah. These are the sons of Ishmael, and these are their names by their villages and their encampments, 12 princes according to their tribes. These are the years of the life of Ishmael, 137 years. He breathed his last and died and was gathered to his people. They settled from Havilah to Shur, which is opposite Egypt in the direction of Assyria. He settled over against all his kinsmen. There are 11 headings in Genesis that start with, "These are the generations of." Within this chapter, we learn the names of those descended from Ishmael. These are the generations of Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham fathered Isaac. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah, the daughter of Bethuel, the Aramean of Padan Aram, the sister of Laban, the Aramean, to be his wife. And Isaac prayed to the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord granted his prayer, and Rebekah his wife conceived. The children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it is thus, why is this happening to me?" So she went in to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said to her, "Two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you shall be divided. The one shall be stronger than the other. The older shall serve the younger." When her days to give birth were completed, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red, all his body like a hairy cloak, so they called his name Esau. Afterward, his brother came out with his hand holding Esau's heel, so his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 60 years old when she bore them. Like Sarah, Rebekah is also barren. The Lord responds to Isaac's prayer, and Rebekah conceives twins. Esau and Jacob's birth story is the beginning of similar scenarios throughout their lives. Esau, also called Edom, means red. Jacob means heel or deceiver. Sometimes the events in Genesis are not presented in chronological order. Here Isaac is 60 years old when the twins were born. This means Jacob and Esau would have been 15 years old at the time of Abraham's death. When the boys grew up, Esau was a skillful hunter, a man of the field, while Jacob was a quiet man, dwelling in tents. Isaac loved Esau because he ate of his game, but Rebekah loved Jacob. We see Esau and Jacob's different personality types further develop after their birth story. Esau associated with being more manly, loving the outdoors, while Jacob is associated with a more domesticated lifestyle. These personalities lend the parents to picking favorites. Jacob loves Esau more, and Rebekah loves Jacob more. Once when Jacob was cooking stew, Esau came in from the field, and he was exhausted. And Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red stew, for I am exhausted." Therefore his name was called Edom. Jacob said, "Sell me your birthright now." Esau said, "I'm about to die. Of what use is a birthright to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me now." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and lentil stew, and he ate and drank and rose and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Esau in weakness looks to man and himself to fulfill his needs instead of looking to God. Having known his grandfather Abraham, Esau likely knew that God had spoken that he would bless the line of Abraham. Esau did not grasp or did not care about the long-term effect of his actions. In Hebrews 12 we read, "See to it that no one fails to obtain the grace of God, that no root of bitterness springs up and causes trouble, and by it many become defiled, that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. For you know that afterward, when he desired to inherit the blessing, he was rejected, for he found no chance to repent, though he sought it with tears."